awesome artists, I am going to show you step by step how to draw your ROYGBIV Chameleon. All you're going to need is a blank piece of paper and something to draw with. Now I am going to go straight to it and draw with my marker. Okay, I'm not going to draw it in pencil first, but if you are not comfortable drawing straight to marker or crayon, then of course, please use a pencil first and then you can trace over it with something darker. Okay, so in order to draw our chameleon, we are going to be using different lines and shapes and even some letters to draw our chameleon, okay, which is pretty cool. Now, my chameleon might be a little bit bigger than yours, and that's okay. So if you draw your chameleon smaller than mine, that is 100% okay. All that matters is that you are trying your best. Okay, so if yours is smaller than mine, that is okay. No worries. All right? I'm going to draw mine big so that way you can see it. So the first part to our chameleon is going to be his head. Now, I want to make sure that I'm kind of more on the right side of my paper, so that way I have the left side to draw his body. All right? So for his head, we're going to actually draw the letter L, a capital L. Okay? So, let's draw our letter L for part of our chameleon's head. Okay? Now we're going to turn this letter L into a capital D. Look at that. How awesome. Alright, now our chameleon is looking at us from the side, so you would only see half of his face, which means you would only see one eye and then half of a smile. Okay, so I'm going to draw one eye. So I'm going to draw a circle. Now I'm going to give my chameleon some cute little eyes. So he's going to have a little glare. Okay, like the light is shining in his eyes. Okay, and then what I do is I fill in around those white spots. And now I'm going to give him a smile. Okay. Next up, we're going to start on the body of our chameleon. So to start on the body of our chameleon, we're going to make a curved line. Okay. Now, when I draw the curved line, I don't want it to go all the way down my paper. I kind of want it to kind of match where this little part right here of his head is. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my curved line and then stop. Okay, so I kind of had to like eyeball that. Okay, and now we're going to connect by making a horizontal line. There we go. Alright, so our chameleon, like I said, is a ROYGBIV Chameleon. So we're going to actually make 3 sections in his body right here. So that way we can color in 3 of the colors. So I'm going to make one section here, a second section here, and a third section there. Okay, and I did that by drawing some straight lines, which are also vertical lines. They go up and down. Okay, and 1, 2, 3 sections. Alright, next up, what we're going to draw is his tail. So his tail is kind of like a curvy spiral. Okay, now I'm going to go really slow, that way you can really watch. And the way I make his tail is by making kind of like another curvy line. Okay, but I'm going to bring his tail a little bit lower. Okay, and then it's going to turn into a spiral. So curved line, and then bring it in like a spiral. Okay, alright, now we're going to kind of give it some thickness. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right here and just loop-de-loop it around and connect it back to my body. Okay, so we know we've got 3 sections here. We need to make 3 more sections here for the rest of our colors. So again, 1 line, 2 lines, because now we have 3 sections. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now the very last part to our chameleon is going to be his feet. Now again, we only see 2 of his feet because he's looking at you from the side. Okay, so I'm going to use the letter W for his feet. chameleon. All right? So we learned that there are 6 colors, boys and girls, right? For ROYGBIV. Now we're actually missing a color, but that's okay, and that's indigo, and that's all right. Okay, we're just going to go to purple. All right, so now we're going to move on to the coloring. Okay, and we're going to make sure that we use our colors, okay, in the order of ROYGBIV. All right, so we know that for the letter R, it's red. I'm going to be using my crayons to color my chameleon in, just like this, and I'm going to color kind of dark, that way we can see the colors really, really well. And I'm trying to stay inside the lines. We are learning to be nice and neat. All right, and what color is next? We have the letter O, which stands for the color orange. All right. Now, Y for yellow. Make sure I color in all those spots, and with yellow it's kind of hard because it's such a light color. Okay, so we've got red, orange, yellow, and we're going to continue that order, okay, on our chameleon's tail. So after yellow, we have G for green. And these areas, or these sections, are not as big as his body, if you noticed. Green, and then we've got blue. And remember I said we're going to skip indigo, and we're going to go just straight to violet. Okay, so V for violet, but it's also called purple. Right, there is our chameleon. He's so colorful. I love it. Okay, now we're going to color his body. Now, I'm going to make my chameleon green. Okay, it's okay. Whatever color you want to pick for your chameleon is fine also. Okay, I'm just going to go with green. So I'm going to fill him in. Turn my paper sometimes too, so if it helps you to turn your paper, go for it. Alright, so there's my chameleon. Oh, and his feet. Can't forget about his feet. Alright, so there's our chameleon. Right now, our chameleon is kind of floating in space right now, right? It's just floating in the air. He doesn't have a background. So a background is what is behind our chameleon, okay? We want to add some details. So our details are going to be what helps our chameleon kind of just stand out more, okay? Just kind of spices it up a little bit. So we don't want a plain background, all right? We want to add some details like, you know, where is your chameleon? Okay, is he on the ground? Is he in a tree? Is he on a leaf? Where is your chameleon? Okay, so now, if you want, you can work on your background. So for my background, I'm just going to choose a little tree branch to have my chameleon on. Okay, so my chameleon is going to be overlapping the tree branch. Okay, and notice how I drew my tree branch kind of wiggly, right? Because tree branches are not super straight, right, or smooth. They're kind of bumpy. Okay, so we want to add some texture to our tree branch. So texture is the way something feels, okay? So we know that tree branches are very rough. So I'm going to make some wavy lines to show texture in my tree branch. Okay, and maybe I want to make some branches. So I like to make some letter Y's for my tree branch. And if you know another way, boys and girls, to draw a tree or to show texture or to make your branches, then please, you can do it your own little way too. That's the awesome thing about art. Okay, so there's my tree branch. Okay, and let's see, maybe I want to make some leaves maybe falling down from the tree. So I can make a couple of leaves. If I wanted to, I can make a sun. I can start adding more details, okay, like maybe some bugs or some flowers, things like that, all right? So I am done drawing my background, my details, and it's time to color, all right? So now I'm going to be using this blue color, but as you can see, I peeled off some of the paper. That way I could rub my crayon using the sides. And remember, boys and girls, when you use the side of your crayon, okay, your coloring is going to be a lot lighter, softer looking, but it will also allow you to finish your coloring really fast, especially when you have really large areas. I love using the side of my crayon. Gets the job done a lot faster. Okay. So boys and girls, I'm going to go ahead and finish coloring this. Okay. Don't forget that once you are done, don't forget to take a picture of your artwork and submit it in Schoology. That way I can see all of your awesome artwork. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed the lesson. Again, I cannot wait to see your awesome artwork. So again, don't forget to upload it. All right, boys and girls, I will see you guys next week.